Y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be unboxing the Infinite Lotus subscription box for this month. So very excited to open this up and see what's inside. Y'all know I've been loving this sub box. This is the only active recurring subscription that I have right now for my planner because I love it so much. So I'm really excited to see what this month is. Let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so we have the July subscription card that I will reference as we go over what is inside. So let's go over the dashboards because that's usually my favorite first, and then planner inserts, and then we'll go into the accessories, which you get with the Deluxe. So if you don't have the Deluxe, I get this kind of like every single month. So if you don't get the Deluxe, you just get the normal subscription. It's the inserts and the dashboards. And then the Deluxe is the accessory pack and all the other things that come in the box. So if you just get the regular subscription, this is what would come in the box, as well as this, and I think probably like the freebie cards, because that's usually what Infinite Lotus does. So yeah, we have that, and I'll have it linked below, as well as my discount code for Infinite Lotus as well. But let's go ahead, open up. Ooh, I love it already. The dashboards, I really like that. Okay, so, and I also love the covers that she started last month. So for July, we get the, let's see, it's usually like 2 vellums and 2 dashboards. So we have the slow down and enjoy the moment, note to self vellum. I love this font, as well as just this in general. And then it looks like it is paired with the sand and foam smooth cardstock dashboard, and it's really smooth. I also love that it's double-sided and that she's doing double-sided dashboards. Also, just all of the images she's been doing are just beautiful. So here's this first pair. Y'all, I love this palm one so much. This is the Palm Shadows dashboard. It's also dual-sided, as we saw, and it is that smooth cardstock. And then we have the July just cover. So this is these two, and you can also switch it up. So let me do this. So if you want to do like more seasonal with the seafoam and do the July, and then I actually might do this. I like this pairing for my A5. Also, this is A5 because I know I've been, I was doing personal for a bit, but I switched to A5 last month. So yeah, I think we're gonna put this in the front of the planner or somewhere in the planner. Okay, we have that. And then let's go into the inserts. All right, so it looks like we get quad grid notes, a water tracker, a weekly plan, and then yearly overview categories, which should be interesting. So let's go ahead. Here is the quad grid notes. This is actually really nice. I work in analytics and data, so I'm actually really excited to use this because I'm going to build a work section in my planner, and I think this will actually work really well for that. It also can just be great for any type of list that you need. Oh wow, and you get like a lot. Do you get? Oh, you get 15 sheets. Cool. Okay, yeah. So here are the notes, and you get 15 sheets of these. And then the next is the water tracker, so you also get 15 sheets of these. And so you have a section up here, and then you have 1 to 8, so you can do ounces, that's definitely, servings, cups, whatever your goal is. I think 8 cups is like the normal amount. Or if you're like me and you do a specific percentage, you can just do the increments up into that total amount. And then you have your days, so 1 through 31. So this is actually a really nice tracker. I'm also always for making your inserts use the inserts how you want them, and so you don't even have to use this, even though it says water tracker. Cover that up and use it however you want. This just looks like a really nice tracker in my opinion. So we have that. I do think water trackers is like one of the main things people do track those. I do feel like that makes sense. Okay, so we have these. And then, ooh, y'all, we have the weekly plan, week on 1-page inserts. Guys, okay, so if you've been following me for a bit, you know this is probably my favorite weekly insert from Infinite Lotus. Let's talk about these. So it is like a 70-30 lined weekly overview. and I'm freaking obsessed with these. Once they come on the shop, I'm ordering more of these, and I'm about to switch out my inserts because I love these inserts so much from Infinite Lotus, but typically these are blank. So here it's like, I want to say 30, 70, and then you have your, so you have your this week, your priorities, a to-do section, and your notes on the left-hand side, which is different because on her like standard, I guess you could say, weekly inserts, or the old version, or whatever version that is currently out, it's the other way around, and it's 50-50. So this is definitely like a smaller section, and then you have more room for the day, which, y'all, I'm really, really excited for these. And then they're lined, and that's my favorite part, I think, of these right now, and that's one of the main reasons why I stopped using the other ones. But this is about to be, I hope this comes out in a dated version, because these will be my main weeklies. You can, like, I promise y'all that I love this so much. So let's put these up, and we are for sure adding these to the planner like I mentioned at the end of this video. So we have those, and then this is the yearly overview categories. So that's interesting. So we have birthdays, say January through June, so I'm assuming July through December. Oh, that's cool. So you have a sheet for birthdays, you have a sheet for anniversaries, holidays and traditions. I actually really like this. Personal finance, health and wellness, home maintenance, vehicle maintenance. That's actually really nice. Work and business, birthdays, and oh wait, that's the same thing. So you get 2 sets, so it's 15 sheets. But those are the categories. Maybe it's 3 sheets. No, 2 sets. Y'all, this is really nice. So I'm gonna also move these in, because I normally don't really know what to put with my yearly section, and usually it's just the year, like vellum or like dash. And so I really like this to have a nice overview and list of everything, and then you can also track home maintenance and vehicle maintenance. Like that's really nice. So yeah, I'm definitely using this for this year, or the remainder of this year, and then this will be saved for the next year, because I'm definitely going to use this as well. I love this box. This is probably my favorite box to date. I'm sure y'all can hear how excited I am with some of these inserts, but I really like these inserts. So we have those, and so that is all of the dashboards, all of the inserts. As I mentioned, that's what you get in just the normal box, and so if you get the deluxe, then you get the following items as well. So let's start with, these are the freebies. You get the Cocoa Fusion mini page flags. So she's been adding, I think it was March and January. Some of the earlier boxes had the Cocoa Fusion, the larger ones with the clip, which are really nice. And now you get smaller ones, which you can stick and put in your planner. I actually really like this. I might put these in my A6 just because they're so small, and I feel like they'd be really convenient in there. Or if you're a pocket planner, this could be really good for labeling. So we have those. The Aqua mini page flags. No, that's not it. No, yeah, Aqua mini page flags, this is it. And then we have a birthday greeting card, and then we have the accessory pack. So we're gonna open this up, and I'm excited to see what these look like, because of what the dashboards are, and they normally go together. So here's your July intentions card. And then this matches the seafoam dashboard. Here are your graphic cards, which are beautiful, perfect for vacation, perfect for summer. You get a large July planner card. And then each intention has their own planner card. So you have, let's see, drink more water, which also goes with the insert. Review my progress, which will definitely go with, honestly, just goes good with anything. It could go with the water, but it could also go with notes or just anything. So here is the accessory pack, and then that is everything that comes in the box. And y'all, this is just so cute. I really like this box a lot. So let's move the accessories out of the way. And we're actually going to set up some of the inserts in my planner and do some adjustments. And now I'm going to have to refilm my media refresh setup because I'm definitely, like I said, switching out some inserts. Okay, so I have my A5 planner. So let's open her up and we're going to have to remove some inserts first. So right now I have, I think the same setup that y'all have seen, especially if you've seen the end of month flip / media refresh video for this. So I have the weekly vertical inserts, I think is what these are called. No, the hourly admin something inserts from Cloth and Paper. I want to keep these in here because I do like them and they have an hourly view, which I need. We're adding the weekly plans in addition to these. So first let's clear out some inserts. Okay, so what I think I want to do is we're going to move some dashboards around. So I have this Don't Settle one that we are going to take out. I'm going to replace it with, I believe this is the travel dashboard from Cloth and Paper. There's my what I'm setting up to be my work section. So I have the meeting note inserts, which I think came in this planner or the sub box last month. I can't exactly remember. And we are going to add some of the note inserts in here as well because I'm, like I mentioned, like I want to use these for work. So since this is my work section, I'm just gonna grab like 6 and throw some. Well, 6 seems like a lot. Let's do 4 because these are front and back. And that should be good. So I'm gonna throw these behind my notes. And then I'm going to move the dashboard that came with the last sub box to the back because I want to still keep this in here because I really like it. And this is now, actually, I want to use this for my academic section. I'm going to use the travel quote dashboard for work. And then I'm also going to be using, let me see, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. So if I have that, my academic section is right here. And I want to use the dashboard from last month in this one. That looks cute. Okay, that looks good. And then this is pretty thick. So I've done my mid-year refresh. So what I think I'm going to do is remove some inserts. First, let's set up the front. So here's the front bell or the front dashboard. And I'm gonna use the Slow Down and Enjoy the Moment dash with the Palms dash because I just really love this combo. See how that looks? Paired with the divider, and then I might move the divider, we'll see. Anyway, so let me do the beginning of these. So this has what I was mentioning with the year at a glance. This is usually what I use for yearly. And then you have your holidays and observances behind that. And then you go into the months. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna keep all of this in here, but I'm gonna add in these new inserts in here. And then here's where it'll get interesting. Okay, so I don't need the monthly view. We are going to take June. We'll take May out. And so I have June and July and August. So current, but will be previous, actual current, and then next month for inserts. I'm gonna try the cow and divide this. And I think we'll just put these in like this. And then we'll use the July dashboards and the seafoam dashboard and put in the weekly inserts. And I'm just gonna throw in all of them and see if that's good. Oh, perfect, yeah. And then actually I didn't have to take out as much as I did, but that's perfectly fine. I can add in some academic inserts back. Okay, so do I want this up top or do I want this on the bottom? I feel like I kind of want this on the top right now, and then I can move it to the bottom. Normally I like how the dashboards are layered with the tabs because they're just so pretty, but I think this one just needs to be like this for right now. Do something. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, so here is this, and then I'm not gonna swap out the inserts the planner cards just yet because we're still pretty early in June and I want to reference this card, but I will add my July card in here just behind it so that way I can leave notes if needed. Okay, so we have that, and then yeah, so we have first tab the yearlies. Here's my weeks, but then we just have to go back and we'll have the July and then these undated weeklies. Oh, y'all, I'm so excited to use these. Y'all have no idea. These are gonna be so nice. I'm so excited. Okay, we have that, and then we have my academic section, and then my work/note section. So meeting notes and all. All right, so yeah, other than that, that is going to be it for this video. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and thank you guys so much for watching.